Ghostbusters trailer, 2016. What'd you think?
They're going to be ghosts, and they're going to be busted.
I don't know. They could flip it on its head, and the ghost could be doing.
I was gonna say the
Mind
ghosts are
blowing.
doing the busting in this one.
That
I
could
can
be-
feel it,
Exactly. They're capturing us in what looks like to be like
sending us to the
see-
Phantom Zone.
Oh,
The ghosts were the busters the whole time.
oh, twist! Is M. Night Shyamalan directing this one?
I hope not.
So first, I want to jump in. Like they showed a lot of imagery from the older movies. Like at one point, you see the old Ghostbusters logo on a wall, and it's like the graffiti.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat. They just kind of slip it in there. In the background, you hear the theme song playing, but it starts out kind of light.
Light with the piano. and-
Exactly, and then it jumps in eventually when the action starts happening. They also they showed kind of iconic imagery. Like you see Slimer fly at one point. When it opens up, they're in what looks to be, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a library again, but old timey, and you see
Yeah.
an old an old ghost, and all. By the way, all the ghosts look like they're from like the 1800s. Did you guys
I
notice
mean,
that?
is there a better time to be a ghost?
No, but I feel like there are ghosts from all eras. Like you didn't see any cavemen ghosts. Did you like the ghost design?
I mean,
Yeah.
I was okay with it. It didn't look terrible, but it also didn't look amazing.
Right.
I don't know, I thought it looked amazing because it fit with Ghostbusters. It felt like Ghostbusters.
Right, it does look stylized. I don't know if I like the styling on it, but they don't look bad. Like you see a lot of people on the internet mad about how they look, and I'm not exactly 100% like, yeah, that looks awesome, but they're done well. Like it's not bad CGI by any means.
No.
And
I mean, it's
also,
obvious CGI, but I think it's
right.
meant to be.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Haunted Mansion movie that came out a few
Yeah,
years ago.
I totally get that.
Yeah, just like this very wispy, very colorized. Because the ones in the original two movies, they changed. They were different here and there. They weren't always the same. Like they were very different styles each time. So like in the original, when they go to the courthouse and they get the judge on their side, they fight two guys who are on death row, and that those two ghosts were very different than Slimer when he showed up. Each ghost kind of had its own style, and maybe they'll do that. That doesn't really seem like it. What do you think of the actual Ghostbusters?
I loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. I mean, like every scene, I was laughing my ass off. Especially
Yeah.
Kate McKinnon's character. What was her name? It was let's see. Gillian Holtzman or Jillian Holtzman.
Gilligan.
Gilligan. Jillian Holtzman. She had me cracking up the entire time. She was smiling in every shot. Like she just seems like she's having fun being a Ghostbuster. It seems like they set up Melissa McCarthy's character and Kristen
Wiig.
Yeah, to be kind of like the leaders.
Yeah.
Kind of like Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray were in the original.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be falling in the same roles. Like everyone seems more genuine this time around.
Yeah, they all seem like they're actually interested in the ghost, not like, hey, I want some money.
Yeah, like even Ernie Hudson's character who came in later, Winston Zeddemore, I think was his name. Yeah, he was like, whatever, I don't care what we do, just I need to get paid. I need a job.
Right.
Like, some crazy shit's going down. You know, you need some help. Whereas in Patty, almost like they're standing this time around, Patty Tolan, Leslie Jones' character, she seems like she's seen some shit, and she's like, look, you need me, and I'm interested in this. And that whole dynamic looks awesome. The scene where she slaps
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
that was awesome. Also, just like props to Melissa McCarthy. A lot of people like say she's kind of one note, but she looked awesome when she like went from being normal to possessed in that scene.
Yeah. That was
interesting.
done very well.
Yeah. In the original two movies, did anyone get possessed? I know Objects did in number 2.
I want to say Bill Murray's character did, but I could be totally wrong.
I don't
haven't-
think he did.
I haven't seen it in such a long time.
I know Gozer infects his love interest at one point, and she like floats.
Yeah.
And she gets possessed. But
wait, oh God, what's his name?
who? Which one of the characters?
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same thing. They were they were possessed by Gozer and like the gatekeeper and the keymaster. Yeah. It doesn't seem like Rick Moranis has really like a counterpart for this film, but Janine definitely does in Chris Hemsworth's Kevin. Seems like he's going to be either their secretary or B team.
Right.
Like he's rolling around on his motorcycle in there. So I don't think they're going to have one-to-one for each character. Like Kate McKinnon's character seems like she's kind of the Harold Ramis, kind of the Egon. They're going for that with the hair, and she's more
and
technical-minded.
The glasses too.
The glasses too, exactly. But not a one-to-one. This is really its own movie. It's going to be part of a different universe. It's a reboot essentially more than a sequel. There are going to be a couple cameos. I know Bill Murray's going to have a cameo, and and Dan Aykroyd, but it's a different universe. You mentioned since dimensions and stuff, maybe callbacks or some sort, you know, like a crossover. There's always options. They can do whatever the hell they want. It's a new movie. It's a new world. What did you think of the Ecto-1 now?
It's a hearse.
It's a Cadillac.
I feel like it's more fitting since they're fighting ghosts.
It's more morbid. The design still fits because the original was like an old timey ambulance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Something like that.
So it's still the same body shape.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It makes me laugh because I know 2 different people that actually have hearse.
Why do you know people that drive a hearse?
So wait, we could have an Ecto-1 and Ecto-2?
Yes.
You know, okay, so downtown, there was a couple guys that were doing some garbage picking, and they had a SWAT version of the Ecto-1.
Yeah,
and they had a
I
hearse
saw
that was
that
painted
once.
black. Yeah, that was really sweet. Kind of badass looking. All the characters seem like they have more of a relationship in this one. Like, they became friends in the first movie, but these ones seem like they're all out, they're all in. Like we said, a little bit more genuine. Do you think that's going to play into more of an emotional concept? Because the first movie really was not a drama at any point. It's comedy all the way. Do you think they're going to try to play it up to hit more notes, rather?
Yeah, well, it did definitely seem like they cared about each other more.
Right. And also, not only are they going to throw in more dramatic aspects, but I think a little bit more action as well. That final scene you see is Melissa McCarthy literally ghost boxing. You know what I mean? Like shadow boxing with the ghosts. Which leads me to the new proton packs.
Yeah,
They have different abilities.
they had their own individuality to it. And it was great.
They do cross the streams at one point, but you just kind of see it for a second. They have the normal rifle mode, I guess you could call it. What did you think of the different action that was happening? So Melissa McCarthy boxes a ghost. You have Kate McKinnon's character with the dual pistol.
And she's
she
licking.
licks it. Oh my god, she cracked me up in every frame of this. Not only that, but she looked awesome. She was into it, which is just really cool to see. Was there? I think there was another form of the guns, right? Of the proton packs. Did we see another one? Or
Not one that I can recall, but I have bad memory.
I'm sure each one has its own individuality,
Yeah.
like you were saying. They seemed like they didn't know who the leader was, because Kristen Wiig's character was like, "Let's go," at the same time as Melissa McCarthy's character.
Because they're a true democracy, Terry.
Hey, that could be. I mean, that'd be kind of cool because in the original movie, because they didn't have a leader, shit got fucked up. I mean, that's why we had the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man show up, because they couldn't be on the same page. Do you think we're gonna get an overarching villain for this? They mentioned at one point in the trailer that somebody is bringing these ghosts into the dimension.
Yeah, I know. I think it'd be really cool if they did get their own villain,
Right.
that overarched.
Instead of just Gozer again
Yeah.
or some sort of callback, we're gonna pull up a Star Trek mode where it's just, oh, it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He crosses dimensions and he's the villain this time, you know.
Yeah.
Or Vigo the Carpathian is the villain for number 2, who's just in the painting the whole time.
Yeah.
There's gonna be somebody, I'm sure, that is causing the chaos. Do you think New York City's gonna turn against them like they did in the first 2 movies? Because that was a big thing, is everyone either took their side, or at the end, everyone's like, no, the Ghostbusters are crazy. Because at one point in the second movie, they're just interned into a crazy loony bin.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, they tried to shut down the grid. You remember that?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if they're going to play into that at all.
I mean, it's possible. I don't think they will. I think they're gonna get looked at as they're the Ghostbusters. They're catching the ghosts.
They're the heroes.
They're heroes.
I hope they do. I hope they don't lose that entire aspect of some people thinking they're frauds. Because
Yeah.
we got those funny commercials in the first
Yep.
film. Who knows? Let us know in the comments below what you think of it. If you want to follow us on YouTube and catch out our other things, we'll have the trailer description below. I'm at Resident Stevel on Twitter.
I'm at Extraordinary.
At David Tulgetske.
And we're at Cave Trolls Cast on Twitter. And we're the Cave Trolls, and we're out.